Yo, what's good? So as many of you may or may not know, I watch a lot of anime. Not just One Piece, even though I made a lot of videos on One Piece, and that's basically all I've yapped about. I love the stories, the art styles, and most of the cast majority of the time. But if you're seeing this video, then I'm obviously going to be talking down on somebody's favorite character. But if they're your favorite, I'm gonna look at you different. Also, this is just my opinion. That being said, spoiler alert, because I'm gonna be talking about the reasons I hate him, obviously, and that may be tied directly to the plot. Okay, to start it off, we're gonna do a lightning round because these picks should be kind of obvious. Kaguya, Hisoka, Kashimo, Vanilla Ice, Then Smoke Judge, Crocodile. He's from Dragon Quest. Definitely watch that show. It's great. And any Celestial Dragon.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, hard stop. I hate Sasuke. This man should have died way before the Great Ninja War. I get he's technically a main character, but not the main character. He got way too much plot armor. Killer Beast stunning on him. Deidara's rage quit nuke just somehow underperformed. Batista bombed this nigga into oblivion, but he winds up getting stabbed by Madara, which it's a plus, W, but then somehow gets revived. Another reason I hate this nigga is because we just finished beating a literal god, okay? This is Shippuden, we're finished. And then he just goes, hey, Naruto, let's run that one-on-one. Nigga, we're tired. Are you kidding me? Me personally, if I was Naruto, and let's say after we run the fade, the next time I'm dapping that nigga up, I'm hitting him with the most aggressive Rasengan, and then we jumping him with clones. Get up! When I first started reading, when I first watched Tokyo Revengers, I was locked in. Not only did I tune in every week to see every new episode, also caught up to the manga. I thought it was good enough to be maybe one of my favorite mangas of all time. That wasn't until Takemichi threw away the best possible timeline. I know the typical criticism with Takemichi is he ain't got hands, he's always crying, yeah, whatever. But post Tenjiku is where Takemichi, I'm looking at him crazy because this man returned from that past to the future where he, picture this, all right, you finally drop off the main guy who's been ruining your life. You get the girl of your dreams, all your homies are successful, you're about to get married, and then you just, I don't know, ask about, hey, what's going on with the big homie Mikey, right? And then you find a letter from him asking you specifically not to come find him. Would you A, respect his wishes, or B, follow him, knowing that every time you interact with him in the future, it goes left? I'm going option A. I done seen Mikey drop too many niggas off. Takemichi, on the other hand, something wrong with him. Look, I get Takemichi wants to save everyone, but Mikey is the textbook definition of a lost cause. Even he knows that. He gave the man the warning not to come find him. The nigga disobeys, goes and finds him, and Mikey caps him, shoots that man, and then is about to drop himself off. And Kisaki, you not safe either. You crept up on Mikey. He finally found out you were a weasel. You clunked his sister over the head with a bat, then created a rival gang and dropped off his older brother. Bro, you crashed out because you got rejected once. You didn't even try anybody else. What's your problem? That semi truck was on some justified bad timing. I'm glad you got dropped off. Brother, I hate this man completely because of his design. If you watched JoJo's before, you know the cast is either hit or miss with the drip. They either cook or sell. Wrangler's abilities are overpowered, but he's dressed like a cockroach with wrist blasters on. He has goggles on his head, but how is he supposed to see with those stupid brown things covering his eye holes on the helmet? He has knockoff Asics tied around his ankles. What is it? What do you have that there for? Is it supposed to make you aerodynamic? Just looking at him pisses me off. Why do you have the shoes? Sidebar, but isn't it crazy how I'm more pressed on how he's fit looks than how he moves in the prison? Because I can't front, you get past a certain point in JoJo, you just kind of accept the villains are the way they are. Like that man Angelo really camped out in Josuke's tree for like 3-4 days for it to rain. All right, so I'm going to be doing a 3-stack here. And I have not read Blue Lock yet. I just finished season 2. And I'm going to be mentioning some stuff from past. But first, we're going to start with Rayo. I can't stand this man. This nigga dragged his homie into playing a sport he didn't care about. And then he got outshined by him. Then he whined like a baby when he didn't want to play it with him anymore because he was just too nice for him. Then he acts like he can't function without Nagi. And only recently in season 2 did he start popping out crazy. First season, I mean, I know he was real defensive. He was hoeing everybody until everybody just started cooking on that nigga. And then Nagi just started dunking on niggas. And then he was like, Rayo, I don't want to play with you anymore. And nigga was devastated. Trying to take it out on Isagi. Nah, bro. You just got to get better, bro. That's on you. Next, I'm about to talk about this man, Shido. This man is just aggressive for no reason. I get his ego involved. It's an ego-driven sport. But, dog, kick the soccer ball and not the players, bro. Every time I saw him on screen, I gave him a nickname. It was Red Card. Man's a tweaker. And lastly, out of the trio, I hate Baro. He's actually just a goofy. Dude gets on the field for the last game they were in, immediately meat surfs Isagi and steals the ball from his own team. He winds up scoring, but what was the point? Baro is just a lame. He's corny. He calls himself a king, but like, what are you, like 12? It's like his whole existence is to meat surf this man, Isagi, and basically use him as an excuse to get better, which that's cool and all. I get it. Increase your ego. Devour. Pause. But why are you such a hoe?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Let me get this out the way. First, I initially thought he was trash. Then eventually I realized he's only crazy because of what he can do. I was led to believe that he would be snapped because my homies told me he was in the manga. But at the time, first season was out and I was determined to wait till at least the hidden inventory part had finished, and then I started reading the manga. Like, I saw him do Chimera Shadow Garden, but I wasn't super impressed like the first time in the first season, and I was like, okay, I guess he's cooking. So I started reading it. Then the Maharaga stuff and culling games were going on. That was decent, but after he got his body snatched by Sukuna, he kind of disappeared. Took a backseat for the rest of the series, and it didn't help that Gege just kept putting him up against high tiers or just setting him up for failure altogether. He really only got like 3 dubs, which made him look underwhelming, and I just never thought he was that interesting in the first place. I saw his abilities throughout the series. I thought they were cool, but once Sukuna got his hands on him, which obviously it's Sukuna, it just made me sit there and go, they really use this man as a vehicle. Once you get past the culling games, that man is basically a potato sitting in a husk. I get it, his sister died, that's beat, but like, he really got hoed for the rest of the series. That's OD. I mean, at least he's alive, but I feel like it would have been better if they killed him off. I saved the worst for last. Inca. I hate you so much. Shinra spent a whole episode getting thrashed by that man Sharon, trying to get her out of harm's way, just for her to side with the evangelist. She even roasted her own best friend for no reason, and then went on to help the wrong team in the world, basically. I hate her stupid, dysfunctional personality. Why we all gotta suffer because you want to get your rocks off? It don't make no sense. Thrill seeker to the extreme, and she's not even cool. Majority of her abilities is, hey, there's an explosion happening here, let me dodge. But she's also a goofy and ain't got no real hands. And low-key, I wish Shinra spun back and kicked her in the head. Full speed. Crazy part about her is that she makes it to the end of the story unharmed. I wish she got deleted, but I guess it wasn't in the cards. Oh, and fun fact, she's the reason why Medusa Gorgon exists in Soul Eater. Who do you hate in anime or in any other media? Let me know down in the comments. Leave a like or a dislike. And let me know if you want me to make this into a series. If you made it this far, I appreciate you and have a nice one.